I have had enough of fantasy football. I'm Ross Tweddell, joined by Kayla North, and I hate fantasy football. Kayla, do you like fantasy football?
No, not recently. It's been an absolute shocker.
Oh my God.
A shocker of a few weeks. I don't know. It's like you feel at the point where you're like, what is the point anymore? You know, but this is the point. So this is why we're here, but it's been bad.
It has been bad. I was going to play my wild card before the last game week, game week 5, but I was told by experts in this very office that I work in currently that you shouldn't do your wild card until game week 9. So I held fire and it backfired. Basically, as you can see right now on screen, I finished with 47 points, which is above average, but oh no, Leno on the bench, I would have got a little bit more. Ferguson would have got me another point. Nicholas Jackson, that is it. Goodbye. You don't come back after a big miss like that away at Bournemouth where he put it. What was the percentage on that goal that kept getting bigger every single time? 250 odd percent. The goal had to increase by in size.
Yeah, so it's ridiculous. I had 54, so a little bit more, but again, like not that much really when you think about it. Had my defense done well. Trippier, Botman, Zinchenko, got a good few points there. Midfield, literally nothing to shout about. A 1 there from Eze and Rodri. Saka 6 and Matoma 2, so very low there. Again, if I hadn't captained Haaland, like you do every time, there wouldn't have been points to talk about because I got 12 there. So, and my bench absolutely awful. Like I've still got Mings there because I just thought it's a waste of a transfer for me.
You not let him go?
No, I can't. I'm just hanging on to him. You know, I'll be that one person that when he comes back, I'm like, I was there. You know, I kept you here. But no, I just think it's a bit waste of a transfer really for me at the moment. I think so. But yeah, my bench had 1 point on it, so didn't lose out on anything there.
Yeah, the changes need to come in my team. As for game week number 6, we'll go straight on to it. Kayla North, let me tell you, I've made 2 transfers with not only a view to this weekend, where I'm going to put some predictions in terms of who I've picked because they've both got quite tough games, but also, well, one's got a tough game, the other one has quite an easy game because I had 2 free transfers, obviously, coming into this week, but also the view to the future because these are 2 players who are up towards the top level of FPL players. So I'm looking at this in terms of long term as well as the weekend. First and foremost, Bruno Fernandes, the guy who I was told is the heart and soul of the Manchester United team. He takes all the corners, he takes all the free kicks, he takes all the penalties, he scores loads of goals, he gets loads of assists. Since I've had him in there, he's done sweet bugger all, so he's gone, and I've replaced him with a big one because he's playing in the North London derby at the weekend. I've replaced him with Jimmy Maddison. The Barclays. I keep saying Barclays. We work with someone here who keeps calling it the Barclays. Like when something happens, he's like, oh, classic Barclays, even though they haven't been sponsored by Barclays for many, many moons. Anyway, he got the player of the month. He's been one of the top, tippy-ish top players on the FPL so far. So I've got him in there with the view to Ange Ball causing Arsenal some issues. I know it's a rash choice, but it could pay off if everything goes well. The other transfer I've made, Nicholas Jackson, as I said, he is gone. He's looked very, very rash indeed, more rash than my pick of James Maddison, and I've replaced him with Julian Alvarez of Manchester City, which is a bit of a risk because of Pep Roulette, but also he's a very good player. They're playing Nottingham Forest. I know they had a Champions League game in the week just there on Tuesday night, I think it was, or was it Wednesday? No, it was Tuesday night because Alvarez went around the keeper and swazzed in like he's on Strictly Come Dancing. But that's enough time to rest. He'll be fine. I reckon he'll start, and I reckon he'll score a couple of goals for me. What transfers have you made, McKaylee?
So I had so many thoughts going into this. First of all, I was like, Onana has not been great. Let's be honest. Like point wise, no. I know you're not going to rack in loads of points for your goalkeepers, but I just feel like every week I look and I'm like, could I do better? Do I deserve better than Onana? No. Well, no, I didn't think it was worth the transfer. I'm always funny. I think the last few years I've pretty much had the same goalkeeper like the entire time because I just think you'd rather make transfers elsewhere, wouldn't you? So that plan got scrapped. And then I thought, should I do 2 midfield transfers? Because that's where you're going to rack up most of your points. But I felt like a lot of my midfield that I already had there had easier games compared to others. And I thought, I don't want to get rid of Rodri when they're playing Forest. I considered that. I didn't want to get rid of like Matoma with them playing Bournemouth. So Eze has gone. Bless him. Did he do me well? I mean, he started off promising.
I've got to say, he nearly was on the chopping block for me.
Yeah.
But surely, Roy Hodgson coming back into the dugout after his after his illness last week, I don't know how severe it was. Surely he's playing Fulham at home. Fulham are a pretty open team. Surely Eze will get a few points.
They're on similar at the minute, in there. If you're looking at like the table, I know you can't I think too much into it this early in the season, but are they 10th and 9th or something? They're like very close. So I thought it's going to be maybe an even game. I don't know. But I just thought out of the options I had, Eze was the weak link. So we've bought in Buemo.
Brian Mbuemo. Brentford.
Oh, no,
He handled the ball deliberately against Newcastle and got away with a stonewall penalty.
Yeah, well, it was the fact that they're playing Everton, and I thought, okay, they're currently bottom 3 relegation potential. So I thought it made sense for me to bring him in. Out of the options I had, like, I really want to bring in Salah, I can't lie, but my bank wouldn't allow it. And I thought, I don't want to take a points hit this early on because the points aren't going well anyway. So I don't want to lose anymore. Sorry. And then I thought, okay, I want to keep my forwards because Haaland, obviously, I'm not going to get rid of him, am I? And then I got Ferguson and Wilson, who have both been playing well recently, and they've got Bournemouth and Sheffield United as their games. And I thought, I can't get rid of any of them. So, saying that, Tomiyasu has gone from Team Michaela.
Well, that's heartbreaking.
It is, bless him. I had him quite a lot last season as well. Bless him. This is the key phrase of this. Bless him.
Why?
His little head.
His little head?
Yeah, his little haircut.
With his little haircut?
Yeah, he has got the little, am I getting the haircut?
Yeah, he has a haircut.
He has a haircut.
I don't think that's a reason to pick him for FPL, though.
No, but, soft spot. But no, anyway, so I just thought, again, out of the options I had, Trippier, Botman, Zinchenko. Zinchenko had a good game last week. So I thought, okay, so I've bought in, this is going to go one of two ways. I've bought in Ream for Fulham.
Why?
Because I was just looking at the options I had and going on, the points he's had the last couple games, considering one of those was against Man City, got 7 points, and against Luton got 8. I know you're going to get some there. But I just thought out the options I had and the fact that they're playing Crystal Palace, and like I said, it could be quite a even-ish game potentially. So, yeah, that's what I went with. And for my formation, I normally have changed it recently, advice really from you in a way. It was like, why
5
are you
in
playing?
midfield, yeah.
Yeah, but I couldn't bring myself to put any of my forward players on the bench. Haaland, Ferguson, and Wilson, I think, have the potential there to all have a really strong game.
Not to play mind games, but you've got Solly March on the bench there. I know he didn't net last week, but he's had a very good start this season.
Yeah, but it was him or Matoma, and Matoma seems to be slightly inching above
controversial.
him.
I'm not playing mind games at all.
No, it was a hard decision. It was Matoma or March that was going to get benched there. So it's March, and watch that come and bites me in the bum. That's going to happen. It's going to. But yes, that's what I've gone with. Formation there, 4 in the midfield, 3 up front because I couldn't get rid of any of them at the front this week.
I'm playing 3-4-3 as well. I've brought in Ferguson off the bench, Alvarez and Haaland either side of him. Diaby, Eze, Saka and Maddison in field, Botman, Trippier and Estepinian. Estepinian nearly got transferred by me because for some reason, I've not looked it up and I should have done that. He didn't start or play at all last weekend there, which was a bit of a shame. Onana keeps his place because changing your goalkeeper isn't that big of a deal. And Burnley away, there's every chance that Man United might keep a clean sheet.
I was really surprised though, because when I was looking for who to bring in for my defense when I got rid of Tomiyasu, I looked at, I couldn't have Estepinian anyway because I've already got 3 Brighton players, but it was quite surprising. So I was looking at the little stats you get, your points, your form and all that sort of stuff. And not only was his form quite low, and the fact, like you say, he didn't start, but he was selected by nearly 64% of people this week. So
wow, that is high.
So I did, I know. He was the only standout one on the defense where I was I try and compare them all, not so much form because you can get someone who gets 17 points one game and then they get 1 for 3 games in a row. But I like to look at all of them and have a little, overall analysis. And so, I clocked that he was very highly selected this week. So I think you've been smart to keep him in. Personally.
One choice I might make is getting Sterling at the starting 11 because they have got Aston Villa at home, and I have just seen on my phone that they got beat tonight in the Europa League.
Oh, did they?
So they're playing.
I did see a lot.
Thursday night, and then Chelsea don't have a midweek game, so maybe getting Sterling in there is a thing to do. You'll find out if I did that next Thursday when we return for some fantasy football or FPL warfare to give it the proper title. Bye.
That was abrupt.
Do you do any closing remarks?
What have we got in the works?
Nothing.
No, we have.
What?
Champions League.
Yeah, tier list for the kids, but that won't be out for ages.
No.
Yeah.
Well, there's something to look forward to.
This video's going live in 20 minutes' time.
Yes, it is. But I didn't know what the schedule was. I'm just, But anyway, it's something to look forward to. So there's that.